Duo tournaments are here. We are so back, man. The first official duo tournament of 2025 has just concluded. We got to see so much drama between Peterbot and Pollo not even make it into the finals. Our first look at so many of these brand new teams and so much more. Real quick before this video starts though, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I think we're literally less than like 500 subs away from 115,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me reach that goal, please just hit that sub button and turn on notifications. If you guys want to support me even more, the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. Follow me on my Twitch if you guys want to watch any of these set lobby finals with me. Without further ado though, let's start this video off with everybody that was able to qualify, and we have a scary duo that finished in first place of the opens, and that is Agers and Iamzo. Now, there was a little bit of rumors that, oh, maybe Agers isn't going to want to play with Iamzo after some people have been saying like Iamzo's fallen off and all this sort of stuff, and Agers needs to find a better duo. If you watched my video yesterday when I talked about all of the official duos, I said I really hope these guys team up, and one of the main reasons why is because of their fragging ability, and in the opens at least, they showed just that. They finished with 361 points, won 2 out of their 6 matches, and got far and away the most elims in this entire tournament, getting 107 total elims, while nobody else, not even Peterbot and Pollo, got up to 60 elims in this tournament. This team is already looking very scary. Second place though was Curve and Miro, so honestly a very surprising one inside of the top 2 right here. If you're wondering if this is actually an official duo, no it is not. Curve is supposed to be playing with Reet, but Reet is currently on vacation. Something that you will see throughout the majority of this video today is a lot of our big name pros are either on vacation or just super sick. But the double controller duo was able to finish in second place. Third place was Scarce and Chance on 298. Fourth place, another one of our official duos of Muzz and Sphinx on 277. Fifth place is an EU team of Lixium and Karama. Sixth place is Taki and Vert. Seventh place is Olaf. Eighth place is Turtle. Ninth place is ADN. And then rounding out the top 10 is Eshu and Veer. So for our other big name duos that were able to make the first duo tournament of the season, we have like 13th place of Visuals and Braids, 14th place of Victor V in Paper, 16th place of Rapid in Threats. I'm pretty sure all 3 of those teams that I just named are official duos. In 19th place, we see Oliver OG in Higgs. And if you're wondering why in the world is Clix not playing with Higgs, it's because Clix was busy 1v1ing Kai Cenat to 100. And so Higgs had to find a fill for this week on NA, and he was able to qualify with Oliver OG. I had to make sure I double checked, but I'm pretty sure that was about it for all of our big name brand new duos that were able to qualify today. So out of the names that did play and they were not able to qualify, we have like 67th place, one of our brand new duos of G Money and Rise. 72nd place, another one of our brand new duos of Booga and Craze.
Full face in a... Oh my gosh. It's a movie, chat. Chat, it's a movie again. Everything is good. It had a happy ending. Oh my gosh. What?
Josh and Tyler were not able to qual in 133rd. Acorn and Bolts also not being able to qualify in 147th. I'm pretty sure Bolts is like in California right now, so he's playing on like 50 or 60 ping to Central. So I'm not trying to make like a full excuse for them, but they do have some excuses for not qualing. And then the big one, the one I know all of you guys care about, in 175th place, their first duo tournament back together, we do have Peterbot and Pollo unfortunately failing to qualify. They only finished with 129 points in 7 total matches. They were able to get 49 elims. Their best games of the day was like a 14 elimination 9th and a 16 elimination 15th. They kind of just pulled the classic Eval Cup where they were just W keying every single one of their games. They weren't able to make consistent end games. And then Pollo is also playing from New Mexico, so he's at home right now and he's not on 0 ping either. Would I be worried about these guys at all? Definitely not. When we talk about EU later, you will see how many big name duos ended up missing out on qual. It's literally the first duo tournament in so long. They got to get that chemistry back up and going together. Something that I have noticed though is Peterbot seems like he is back to full grinding the game now. It looks like that FNCS Global Championship was really a wake-up call for him. I already saw him playing like duo scrims yesterday. He played EU this morning, and I guarantee as soon as Pollo is back in Texas on 0 ping, they are going to be grinding literally everything together. But yeah, they were unfortunately not able to qualify for the finals. What is the panic meter on this? I would still say about a 0 out of 10. And then if you're wondering where our other main duos are, like Cold and Ritual, they as expected, they didn't play today. Cold is kind of just Centaurius for being one of the main players on NA Central that simply just doesn't play Eval Cups. I'm not sure if either one of these guys are like on vacation or seeing family right now or something like that, but I hope we do get to see them compete in some of these tournaments in the future. And then also one of our other brand new trios that is going to be super exciting of Kanata and Arc did not play together as well today. Kanata, I'm also pretty sure, is on vacation right now too, so we didn't get to see that duo. But yeah, let's actually move on to how the finals went now. Now in our first set lobby finals look for all of these official brand new duos, the team that was able to finish in first place was none other than Muzz and Sphinx. They were able to win the first game of the tournament, getting a 9 elimination win, and then their only other good game besides that was a 7 elimination third. But they did finish this tournament with the most elims in the entire thing, getting 26 total elims. And I know not all of our super tier 1 top of the top duos were playing in this finals, but I still think this was a very good start for them. Second place was Retro and B-Dog. They were able to win game number 3, getting a 7 elimination win, and then in the final game they got a 6 elimination fourth. Third place, the trio that was able to win the final game of the day was Batman Joe and Core. They got a 5 elimination win, and then their matches before that weren't necessarily anything too crazy. And then the trio in fourth place that was able to win game number 2 was Baka and Pars. They won the second game of the day, getting a 5 elimination win. So another one of our trios that have turned into duos. 2 of those teams were actually able to get wins today in Muzz and Sphinx and Baka and Pars. The rest of the leaderboard is like 5th place of Rapid and Threats. They did have a pretty crazy final game, getting a 13 elimination third in it to finish with 21 total elims. 6th place, I don't want to necessarily say I'm like disappointed in this team, but I definitely did expect more out of them in the finals after how good their opens was. It is Agers and Yamzo. Their match history was an 8 elimination 6th, 0 elimination 44th, a game that they actually died off spawn. If you guys are wondering who they actually ended up dying off spawn to, it wasn't the team that is supposed to be landing on them for future events right now of Cold and Ritual. If you guys want to see what the current NA drop map looks like with all of these duos, when we are hopefully going to get to see them in set lobby finals, this is what it looks like. In the main contest we have is like Yamzo and Agers versus Cold and Ritual at Demon's Debris. And so Agers and Yamzo going 1-1 off spawn versus a duo that is in no way, shape, or form as good as Cold and Ritual is not necessarily the best sign for them going forwards. But I mean, they did have all of the loot from Demon's Debris 3 out of 4 games today, and they were only able to get a top 10 one singular game. I also have no clue on why this duo is currently so hated on. I've seen so many people say they want to see Agers play with somebody better, and I just want to give these guys some time, let them get more used to each other's playstyle and see how good they can actually be, because I really do believe that the ceiling of this team is winning in FNCS, but I've just seen so many people just think that this duo is absolutely going to dud. So I'm curious on your guys' thoughts on this in the comment section down below. 7th place was Oliver OG and Higgs. Another team started off this tournament a little bit rough, but in the final 2 games, they're able to get a 6 elimination second and an 8 elimination second. And now most of the times getting a 2nd place in this Eval Cup obviously does hurt, but it does show signs of progression and signs that you can be a potential winning team in stat games like this. But in the final game of the day, unfortunately, we did have a pretty substantial sell from Higgs.
It's a 1v1. Higgs has 2 medkits. Joe only has 1 medkit. There's no way Higgs loses this. Mythic minigun, 30 builds, 2 medkits. He has everything. He has heal off. They don't have storm sickness, no. 0 medkits for Joe. 2 medkits for Higgs.
But Higgs still did look super good in this. His potential eye-jailing ability looks like it is already there. I'm very excited on how he is going to look when he's going to get his clear upgrade at teammate for Clix instead of Oliver OG. But still, 2 2nd places for them I think was very solid. 8th place was Scare and Chance, 9th place was Neko, and then rounding out the top 10 was Curve and Miro. They did have 1 good game in this tournament, getting a 7 elimination 4th in the first game of the day, but they were contested every single game off spawn. I think they ended up beating Karama's trio 4-0 off spawn though, so they looked very solid. And if you guys are wondering who is Miro actually duoing with, he has not yet announced an official duo, and it seems like he is still just looking for some teammates. For the rest of the leaderboard, we had like 11th place of Dash and Cam, Visuals and Braids in 33rd. I mean, they continue to kind of just look pretty rough. Victor V and Paper in 38th. I also saw a lot of people kind of hating on Paper in this duo right here because Victor V was one of the players that rised his stocks the most after the global championships, and people are saying there's no way he's still going to be playing with Paper now. But I feel like Paper is almost becoming, in a way, a little bit underrated, and at the same time, Victor V and Paper already have chemistry together, and I don't even know necessarily who people even want Victor V to play with. So I don't think it's like the worst duo option for him right now. And then we had like Asian Jeff in 49th. All right, moving on to the final statistics here now. Take these stats with a little bit of a grain of salt. I'm not 100% sure on how fully accurate they are, but just from my first glance here, it looks like Muzz had the tournament of his life. He led the whole thing in damage ratio, damage to players, elims, and assists, and it looks like nobody was even close to him on the elim leaderboard. But for how many of our big name duos on NA didn't even end up playing today, it still was a pretty fun tournament all around. Just being able to get to see some of these brand new duos for the first time in action. Let's actually move on to how EU went now. Now in EU, I'm not even gonna sit up here and try to lie to you guys. This finals was not like super stacked with some of the best trios that we have to offer from EU. A lot of our EU players, like our super big names like mrsavage, Swizzy, and many others got extremely sick after the LAN event. So of course, hopefully they're able to recover soon and we can see them in the future now, but they did not play in this tournament. Going over everybody that was able to qualify though, because we did still have a couple of brand new duos that we got to see our first look at. First place was Dabul and Vexy on 273. Second place was Vico and Focus on 269. Now, no, Vico and Focus are not like an official duo or anything like that. Focus is actually still looking for a duo. He tweeted out looking for a duo on either EU or NA Central. So that's definitely one that is very interesting. But Vico is still playing with iDrop. iDrop is also just another person that was extremely sick. Third place was Robin. Fourth place was Scary. Fifth place is Darm and Demas. This one is very interesting to me, because I'm pretty sure the original duo was supposed to be Demas and Pix, literally like before today, but I don't know if it is Darm and Demas now or if Pix just wasn't able to play or something. I mean, I just checked and Pix did play, so I'm not really too sure what is exactly going on here. Sixth place is Keen Call, seventh place is Eclipse and Twy, eighth place is Lixium, ninth place is Kashi, and then rounding out the top 10 is Zarbeth. The main other big name duos that we had that were able to qualify was 16th place of Hari and Cammy, 18th place of Shark and Comeback. And if I'm just being real, that was the main big name duos that we saw qual to the finals. We had so many big name teams not be able to qualify, like 53rd place, one of our official brand new duos of Pablo and Marius, just barely missing out. We had Sky and Scroll in 78th, Seti and Yapko in 93rd, Pixie and Walks in 95th. Higgs ended up playing EU with Z Andy and they finished in 108th. Very excited to see Higgs actually grinding even EU now as well with an EU player. The official duo in 109th place. If you guys didn't see me talk about this in yesterday's video, Chino and Ferdoxy are officially a team now, but they unfortunately were not able to qualify. We saw Trulix and Chicho in 123rd, Tayson and mrsavage in 125th. Now, if you guys are wondering, is this like a real 100% official duo going into the future now? It doesn't look like it. It seems like Tayson is still going to be playing or is on track to be playing with mrsavage right now, and then we still don't have any 100% confirmation on who Savage is actually going to play with. We're going to talk about Focus some more later, and he absolutely dominated today, spoiler alert, and I can't lie to you, I would absolutely love to see mrsavage and Focus end up teaming up if Focus still doesn't have any new duo options. And while watching Savage and Tayson play together, you can really just see how much Savage has improved throughout this entire year. Like, he was IGLing Tayson, who has also been IGLing himself the entire year, and Tayson was like respecting Savage's calls and everything. They had so many like insane plays. Like, there was this one play that I saw with a crash pad that I want to show you guys real quick.
Be fake hit a crash pad, like give them the visual. Yeah, he's coming, he's coming. Chill, he doesn't know, he doesn't know. 130.
Nice. 55, 55.
Yeah, 60 on this other kid. Let's jump on the low one. Dead.
Nice. Oh, good shot.
And so, I mean, Tayson looks like he is most likely chilling right now because he's probably going to have mrsavage to play with. But if mrsavage ends up finding a different duo and doesn't play with Tayson, I still don't really know if there's any world Tayson ends up playing with Savage, just because I know how much he doesn't like playing on stream. But this was a fun little duo to watch. We also had like Clix and Rise play in 156th, Chap and Flixie in 167th, and then probably one of our lower performing duos today was 299th place of Queasy and Vino. They only only finished on 58 points in 7 total matches. There was some issues potentially with stream sniping for these guys, since it looks like both Vino and Queasy might want to stream future events. And when you're streaming and you're landing at such a 50-50 drop as the Hive is, it's very difficult to have consistent placements, and they didn't even have any games today where they got over 5 elims or placed inside of the top 10. We've already seen Queasy tweet out now Canyon for the rest of duos with Vino, so they are already done with the Hive after the just absolute disaster class that happened at the Hive today. So I'm interested to see how they look from Canyon now. But as I said, for all of the trio eval cups that we had, especially now it's transitioning into a whole separate game mode with a completely new meta today as well. Not really worried about any of these duos since so many of them were struggling to qualify. Let's actually move on to how the finals went now. Now in the finals, I think Vico showed us why he is going to be one of the best duos players this entire year. They absolutely destroyed this tournament. In first place, it is Vico and Focus. They're only able to win 1 game today, which was the very final game where they got an 11 elimination win. But this duo was very close to winning 3 separate games today. They got an 11 elimination third, 10 elimination second, 1 elimination 24th, and an 11 elimination win. Focus, like I was talking about earlier, still does need a duo. And if you're wondering if like Vico and Focus were gonna play together now after this duo performance, it doesn't look like it based on the exchange we saw from them on Twitter, but still absolutely insane stuff from them. Second place, we saw one of our very few trios that actually turned into duos and playing with each other now, of Hari and Cammy. These guys were the most consistent duo of the entire day, getting an average placement of 5.2, and they also won the second game of the day, getting a 6 elimination win. Before that, they got a 4 elimination second and a 2 elimination 8th. I really do have a feeling that this duo is going to be so good throughout all of these eval cups that we see, and it looks like Cammy is entering like another prime right now. The trio that finished in third place, being able to win game number 3 with a 7 elimination win, was Pasive and Adistio. I can't lie, I have absolutely no clue about either one of these players right here, but hey, a win is a win at the end of the day. Huge shout out to them. And then the last trio that was able to get a win in fourth place was Lixium and Finnick, and they were able to win the first game of the day, getting a 6 elimination win. The rest of the leaderboard was like 5th place of Howley and Dandapuzo, 6th place of Bimbo, 7th place of Darm and Demas. Their best games of the day were a 2 elimination 8th and a 9 elimination 2nd. 8th place was Scary, 9th place was Daboul, and then rounding out the top 10 was Perdage and Gabix. I mean, hey man, we could be saying that like, oh, none of the big names were able to qual or nothing like that, but maybe duos is a chance for some of these newer up and coming players to really make a name for themselves now, especially on EU. It looks like the Osarian stats are still unfortunately bugged, so we're just gonna have to go off of Kinch's tweets. So the stat leaders for this Eval Cup Finals, the highest damage was Hari with 4,572. The most elims was Focus, getting 21 elims in only 4 matches. I just double checked this, and Focus legit had more elims by himself than every other duo did, which is just absolutely insane. Focus is looking crazy in duos as well. The most assists was Hari with 28. The highest damage ratio was also Hari with 2.61, and then the most damage per minute was Howley with 53.9. So I think the best performers of the day was definitely Cammy, Hari, and then Vico and Focus. Other than that though, remember to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we try our best to upload daily competitive content for you guys. If you guys want to support me even more, the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. YouTube says enjoy one of these 2 videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.